What's up, guys, and welcome to the Quick Diz News, the home of your Disney news, episode number 32. I am your host, Tim LeBeau, alongside Mrs. Sarah Castano.
Hey, howdy, hey.
And Mr. John Castano.
Hello.
If you're new to the show, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share the show with your friends via share and or word of mouth or any other means possible. We are here every week giving you guys updated news and angry commentary. Sometimes we are live now if you're not aware. So leave comments and discussions. I see some people started leaving comments a couple of shows ago, but they kind of bailed. So I don't know. We didn't get a little give and take there, but yeah, I'm sure there's enough angry people out there with the whole Disney Genie app thing going on. So feel free to share your angst, because I'm gonna share mine. But anyway, there's the Quick Diz Takes #1 fan saying woo, so he's on.
Well, hi, friend.
Live and thrive, he says. Anyway,
That guy.
go.
I don't trust that guy.
I don't either. He's him and Chapek are in cahoots. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to get to our news so that we can get to the really exciting news.
Angry Tim returns.
Sarah, take it away. Sarah, take it away.
All right. So quick Diz mentions we have speculation upon speculation upon speculation. So I'm going to start with the really good speculation first, because that's what I do. All right. So the permit building department that Disney uses has been super busy once again. So Disney has filed a new permit with South Florida Water Management District for the World Drive redevelopment project at Walt Disney World. So this project has been underway for several years with the intention of improving traffic passing near the Magic Kingdom and area resort hotels. That was the released, provided description of why this project is happening. However, this latest filing of the World Drive Phase 3 plans shows that Floridian Way will be rerouted across the Oak Trail Golf Course, as well as behind a parking facility for Disney's Grand Floridian. This rerouting is important because it would free up a large piece of land just north of the Grand Floridian and in very close proximity to the Magic Kingdom, and may be an indication of Disney's plans to develop this further down the road, that they would need to reroute this road in order to accomplish. And we did speak about something very similar to this earlier this year, maybe early to midsummer, when they worked on a barrier and fence along the monorail route by the Seven Seas Lagoon, and re-sparked those rumors about the potential for an additional monorail resort on some undeveloped land near the Contemporary. So we're seeing speculation kind of circling back to previous speculation. It all snowballs.
Lots of speculation.
More speculation with the permits. So a general construction permit has also been pulled for the stage show Enchanted Tales with Belle, which has remained closed since the 2020 COVID closures. It could mean paint touch-ups. It could mean something more labor intensive, such as repairing elements inside the castle itself. And Disney has not announced the reopening of the show, but it could be an indication it's on the way. It could be an indication of just maintenance before things get really bad. But possibly it could reopen, and possibly reopen soon-ish, because they pulled a permit that has a limited time frame on it.
Who knows?
Another general construction permit was pulled at Disney's parade storage for Hollywood Studios. So while the actual permit literally just says general construction, much like the other one did, it does kind of seem like if they're doing work on this parade storage while the parks are not currently showing actual parades and they're doing cavalcades, that they could potentially be returning. And so there would be work being done on the storage facility once the parades have returned, theoretically. So this permit pull, paired with the return of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade during the Very Merriest After Hours, could be a hint that parades will be returning sometime in the near-ish future. And related to that, Disneyland Paris has announced that they will see the return of their parades in a few weeks, scheduled to start back up again on November 13th. Building on building on building of all the speculation. Additionally, another general construction permit was pulled for Epcot's Mexico Pavilion. Speculation to update or refurb the Grand Fiesta Tour? Possibly, but there's no announcement of closures for the pavilion itself. So it could be general construction needs for the exterior because people like to climb what they're not supposed to climb. It could be just like touch-ups. It could be touch-ups on the stuff inside, but Disney has not announced a closure of a restaurant or a ride. Nothing in particular has been announced as a closure in Epcot, so it could just be touch-ups, but it could be more.
They're not closing, and they're not closing any. They can't close anything else in Epcot right now. It's a mess.
So my takeaway from this is that you're not allowed to climb. I thought that was, it just seems so welcoming.
It's stairs, right?
Climb, man.
Climb, ZP.
When you go on an excursion, like on a trip to Mexico, whatever, they let you climb. So you want this to be authentic? Climb away, baby. Climb up. You paid. You paid.
You're certainly paying now.
Upcharge.
And lastly, with the pulling of the permits, an extension for the permit for the Walt Disney World Railroad and Magic Kingdom has been filed in accordance with the timeline that was presented in order to complete the work on the railroad and reopen with their eyes set on 2023. So there's that.
I think that's ridiculous.
3. Can we just bring
Still a whole nother year away. That's stupid.
So my
Donnie, you're not going to ride the choo-choo until
I want to ride
2023.
This Tron ride better be absolutely incredible to have this train station shut down
for those who are new.
This Tron ride is going to blow your mind, Donnie.
It better.
And it's only going to cost you $15 a head, $60 plus tax to ride it.
With your virtual queue.
Plus the $45 you spent earlier.
And parking if you're not an AP. Really, when your mind is blown, it's just the repercussion of all the money flying out of your bank account in the wallet.
What do you think? Disney's free? Jeez. God.
So anywho.
Wow. QDT fan number one wants to know
big questions. This is
as
news.
Someone who's going to Disneyland in a month, what are the top 10 rides you can suggest? 5-year-old nephew going for his first time. Now, first of all, QDT fan, we generally don't take the time to answer top 10 questions during the news. However, we'll give you a top 5.
How tall is your 5-year-old nephew?
Oh my!
Is he like an Amazon? Is he super duper tall?
Well, he needs to be tall enough to go on certain rides.
That question was directed at the fan. Sorry.
Haunted Mansion and Pirates. No matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he's 5, he will probably enjoy the vehicle at Cars Land. The name escapes me. The little speedway.
Oh my!
Radiator Springs Racers.
Thank you.
Hello.
I would
a 5-year-old probably like Mr. Toad. That's
Pinocchio.
Any of the
Snow White.
Snow White's just newly refurbished too.
Oh, you gotta do Rise of Resistance.
If you want to pay for the Genie.
And if he's tall enough to go on Guardians too.
Yes.
Yeah. He's pretty tall, according to Quick Takes #1 fan.
Basically, you everything. Just go on every ride. It's very simple.
Goodness gracious.
Snow White. And get him.
It's a Small World. It's a good ride.
And get him some Bengal barbecue. That's what everybody says to get out there. And you can get him yellow snow cones at the abominable snowman stand.
Which goes against everything New Englanders ever tell their children, including their 5-year-old nephews, not to eat the yellow snow.
Do they have good Asian food in Disneyland? Just do they? I don't know. I'm just curious.
They do. They have I have to go on the app and look at the restaurant.
Okay.
It's dining. I know people have said adorable. It's adorable snowman frosted treats. It's adorable.
Oh my.
What is it called? I know there's a place that people talk about. They have lots of churro stands.
All the churro stands.
Oh, they have a lot of restaurants.
Nothing in particular for Asian cuisine.
Is this one right here? Yes. Lucky Fortune Cookery. It's quick service. Asian food, yes.
Good luck. Well, it's good fortune, so everything's fine.
Lucky Fortune.
And which park is that in?
That would be in California Adventure.
I'll have to try that next time I go. Or when I go, I should say. Anyway, Sarah. QDT fan has a few suggestions. We're going to let Sarah get back to what she does here. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
All right. So Disneyland, speaking of, their holiday after hours event, the Merriest Nights, is taking place 5 whole nights combined between November and December. 5 whole opportunities for an after hours event out there. What a shock. Have all completely sold out. There's so many to pick from. Guests attending the event are able to enter the park as early as 5 p.m. and the party lasts till midnight, y'all. And speaking of the holiday season,
5 nights, that's sold out already yet. It's going to be up to 20 nights.
Right. So Disneyland will also see, they've confirmed that Mickey and Minnie are getting their new holiday costumes out on the West Coast. They have already shown some preview photos of Mickey and Minnie in their holiday garb, but only for Disneyland. They haven't confirmed it for Disney World or anywhere else in the world. So good job. As for holiday experiences on the East Coast, Disney has confirmed that the Merry Menagerie animal puppets will be returning to Discovery Isle at Animal Kingdom this holiday season. If that's your jam, go check it out.
Yeah.
And Disney has also stated and confirmed that Santa will be returning to the parks, potentially even for a meet and wave moment. Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
Hi, Santa.
So Disney's official announcement stated that Santa will be visiting all 4 theme parks and the Springs, where guests will have, and I quote, individualized time to wave hello and share their Christmas wishes, end quote. Santa will be making appearances in the parks from the start of their holiday celebration on November 12th through December 24th, which I think is kind of like funky because we were able to be in the parks. We got there Christmas Day this past year, and we were there for a couple days after, and Santa was there. So why is Santa calling it early this year?
Did you wave?
Absolutely.
Did you yell at him across the way what you wanted for Christmas?
I did not, because we got there after Christmas. I'm not starting my list.
Santa!
Oh boy.
You're like Buddy the Elf?
Santa!
Yeah, Santa! You're not Santa.
You're not the real Santa. You smell like beef and cheese. Anywho, wow, we're off the rails early. I think we were
Anyway. Well, we had to take a little time to give a little top 10. We had to find some nice cuisine. Now
not
we're
to
ready
put
to
us
go.
on the spot or anything.
Yep.
So this is my favorite Quick Diz mention this week, and it happened today.
No, it didn't.
Shush.
I think it was yesterday.
That was Magic Kingdom, but thanks.
Well, it happened at some point.
Yeah,
I think
Norman Yes, and his longtime girlfriend Diane Kruger were spotted in the parks today and yesterday. Today was Hollywood Studios. Not that I'm a creep, but by the background, it looks kind of like Hollywood and Vine restaurant, but I'm not a creep. And yesterday was at Magic Kingdom.
Did she steal the Declaration of Independence?
But she looked gorgeous. And
She always does.
he's so handsome. And he, of course, safety first, had his mask on, walking around indoors of a restaurant because he's a considerate human being.
He looked a mess. He looked a mess.
He's
like he does in Walking Dead.
handsome.
No, okay.
This has
You
gone
know
from like
about
the
Norman
topic of Diane Kruger, which I wanted to discuss, to another topic altogether, which I don't want to discuss. So
Let's detour for Diane Kruger. Go ahead, Tim.
well, she's just lovely.
They didn't go to Epcot, so she couldn't steal a declaration. That's the only place it would be.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe that's why they were at Hollywood Studios and Magic.
Maybe that's where they're going tomorrow. This
It could be.
maybe.
Ooh.
she was also in Inglorious, you know what? And that was a wonderful film as well.
That was actually really good.
I love that
Mhm.
movie. Anyway,
And first, I was too excited about Norman Reedus being spotted in the parks that I
Hmm.
I really should have moved this because we kept with the holiday theme of Disneyland and Disney World. And Living with the Land in Epcot, one of our fan favorites here on the show, has confirmed that they will bring back the Merry and Bright Lights holiday overlay this year. They did use the ride overlay last year, but apparently there was some discussion about whether or not it would be used or altered because of the 50th celebrations.
That's what I'm talking about.
And just as a side note, there is a family or a mother-son duo in one of the Facebook groups I'm in. This woman has a very small boy who is obsessed with the Living with the Land ride, and he calls it plant.
what?
Oh my God, he's the cutest little human. And he wears a boat captain hat, and he calls Living with the Land plant boat. And that's all he wants to do is go on that ride back to back to back to back to back. Like his goal is to 8 times today, mommy, 6 times. Like he has a goal of how many times he has to ride this ride. And I
See, it's adorable, but then it's like 20 years from now, that's the kid that's jumping off the boat to get the cucumber, and then we're all telling the story, you know?
no, he would be the minkus saying, don't you dare touch it. They were I am your
Arya
captain.
calls that the vegetable ride.
She's not wrong.
No, she's not.
It's amazing.
It's good.
And with holidays, Nightmare Before Christmas sequel. focus.
Sequel. I read it.
Will be focused on and from the point of view of Sally as she navigates the new titles in life as wife and Pumpkin Queen of Halloween Town. Sally accidentally lets a mysterious villain loose in town, leading her to visit other holiday worlds in an effort to save her own, as well as make new discoveries about her past life, and is slated to be released in July of 2022 as a book.
Book.
So this is the 2021 version of released straight to VHS. Never sees the theater. Now it is released directly.
They originally did this with Hocus Pocus. We have the book in the other room. There's Hocus Pocus 2. The sequel is a book, and I don't even think they're using it to actually make the movie.
But then it becomes Hocus Pocus 1.5, and
Yeah.
then
Hey, like Lion King 2, Lion King 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Disney has a pattern.
we need to build this Home Alone house. Anyway,
And also speculation, but kind of not. Full disclaimer, it is a rumor, but not speculation. There is a difference, friends. Disney has not confirmed or denied it. Disney has literally said nothing about it. However, Yeehaw Bob, who we talked about returning with his modified show, Yeehaw Bob has spoken and announced that Hoop-Dee-Doo Review should be returning in January. Nothing confirmed, nothing officially announced, but if Yeehaw Bob is saying it, I'm down for it.
Sure.
crowd loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Hoop-de-doo.
Yeah. Longest running show on property.
Yeah.
And last up on our quick Diz mentions, Jelly Rolls on the Boardwalk. I know Lanzi enjoys paying $20
Yeah, he
for
does.
his song to be played. They have announced they have reopened. Their hours of operation are Thursday through Sunday. Doors open at 7. Entertainment begins at 8 and continues nonstop until 1:40.
Ah. That was a Hamilton reference.
Yeah.
I got to make sure Johnny, I don't ever want Johnny to miss the reference.
I should just get like a pointer. And
You can say anything from that show. I'll miss every reference.
That's why I make sure I let you know.
Oh.
Thank you, kind sir. Anyway. Oh, he tries to pretend like he doesn't know, but he knows. And if you don't know, now you know.
Mr. President.
Anyway.
Do we still have people watching? Are they all jump ship by now?
A couple people jumped ship. Yeah.
Oh no. I tried. So next up,
QDT fans stormed off. I don't know why.
probably man.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're talking to their Disney agent and trying to gain access to those rights.
Yep.
So quick Diz updates. Are you ready? Great chat. Okay. So
I'm
Violet
ready.
Construct, our eye in the sky for all things Disney construction, has gifted us yet again via Twitter with additional area photos of the Phantasmic Pavilion. That's tough to say, pavilion, as construction continues. According to images posted to the company's Twitter account last Friday, the day after we did the news. Sorry, it wasn't updated earlier. We now know the iconic Maleficent dragon has been moved outdoors to receive some TLC and refurb time, as has the rest of the stage area. Additionally, from their photos, we can now see that the ship that goes through the lagoon has also been stripped down to its frame as guests eagerly await the announcement that Disney is returning their nighttime spectacular show to Hollywood Studios. It is a bit like anticlimactic when you're in the parks and you're like, you get to see Wishes, no kidding, Enchantment, you get to see Harmonious, you get to see Kite Tales, yay. But you don't have anything in Hollywood Studios, and it's kind of a bummer to end your day and not like get that. So hopefully it'll open up soon. And they did pull another permit to continue working. So yes. Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort officially reopened on Friday. There was a bit on social media thanking cast members for being amazing and being patient, and all the people they've called back for prepping it to get ready to make more magic for guests. No, it was not Josh Tomorrow. No, it was not Bob Chapek. And it was not our good dear friend, Mr. Valley, but it was from the Disney company. It just was not any of those faces we're used to seeing. French Quarter is scheduled to reopen on the 28th of this month. With more work going on, Disneyland monorail service has returned to their park. So guests are now able to see the construction work we talked about on the Finding Nemo submarine voyage. Originally, it was closed with the COVID closure. It didn't return because it's such a confined space and would have guests very close to each other. So according to photos posted by Five Fires YouTube, the attraction has been completely drained as part of the ongoing work. So it's kind of cool now that we can actually get that like aerial-ish view. I appreciated those photos. And bopping back to holiday stuff, Disney has announced the first round of confirmed celebrity narrators for the 2021 Candlelight Processional at Epcot. Cheetah Rivers will be there November 29th through December 1st. Jodie Benson, she's a dream, December 2nd to the 4th. We have that moment. Alton Fitzgerald White, December 5th through the 7th. Lisa Ling, throwing it back to my high school days when she was on Channel 1 News. December 11th through the 13th. Stephen Curtis Chapman, I thought was very fitting that he will be there December 23rd to the 25th. Blair Underwood, December 26th to the 28th. Pat Sajak, I think that's an awesome celebrity guest. December 29th and 30th. They did, however, show when they had the announcement, they had a picture up of John Stamos. So I don't know if it was just like an old press photo that they had used, or he's coming back but doesn't have a confirmed date. But they did say that more names would be added in the coming weeks, and also reminded folks that the Candlelight Processional dining packages are returning, and you can begin booking those online starting October 26th.
No Neil Patrick Harris?
I feel like he
he'll be
and
there.
John Stamos are so closely affiliated and like tied into that they're like staples.
And
Like they are
Whoopi.
the headliners.
Whoopi's usually always there too.
But Neil Patrick Harris loves him some Disneyland. And I think it would be a crime if he did not at least make an appearance.
John Stamos also loves himself some Disneyland. He has the old Disneyland sign in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it. You can actually see it on Google Earth if you look.
You know his address. Do you just type in Uncle Jesse's backyard?
No, I forgot how I did it. There's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, you just look up the house in San Francisco, then it's right in the back.
I don't even know who some of those people are.
I hope you're not talking about like John Stamos and Neil Patrick.
No,
I do not.
The people who already announced. I don't know who some of them are.
I also do not know who some of them are.
I didn't know who all of them were, but I knew enough to be like, hey. Everything's fine.
No, I
I
don't.
know who Blair Underwood is.
Yes.
Oh, who doesn't?
Okay.
The
don't know.
two that I was a little fuzzy on were Alton Fitzgerald White and Cheetah Rivers.
Because he was Miranda's boyfriend
Wait, what?
in SATC.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker, you know.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That New York-based TV series.
Which is coming back next year. Anyway,
Yes.
it's gonna be fabulous.
So, are you ready to go from giggling and thinking about Sarah Jessica Parker to putting on your grumpy Tim pants? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So our big headline, we kind of briefly brushed upon earlier. Disney has updated their My Disney Experience app to include the Genie services. So as we've discussed, Disney has rolled out their new Fast Pass-esque system on this Tuesday, including the update on the app. First of all, the icon on your home screen changed. And while I do appreciate that it's themed to the 50th, I'm annoyed that they waited until now to the Genie app services to do that. Like it should have been October 1st. If you're going to change my icon, at least time it. And I know that's such a dumb thing to be like about, but it bothered me. Sorry.
I don't have that.
That's the least of your worries right now.
Update it. In order for it to change, you have to
I
update
did do update it. I just have the balloon still.
as the icon like on your home screen or like when you open
Johnny.
Oh, like the app thing you
the
press?
actual, yes.
Oh, that changed, but on my when you open it, it still has the balloon. Some people have the castle.
I think
Never-
8 hit the balloons.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't really care all that much, but go ahead.
All right. So
Oh my.
the update to the app includes a digital tip board where users can view estimated standby line wait times. You can join a virtual queue, order food, make dining reservations, and check into a restaurant you already have reservations for, which you could do in the My Disney Experience app before the update. This board can be customized with your top attractions, entertainment, and dining experiences. I have to say, when I looked through it,
the whoop-de-doo review.
I did appreciate the fact on the restaurants, I'm ignoring that. I did appreciate the fact that when you looked at like the dining options on this tip board, it gave you the restaurant and then it said like the walk-up availability and the reservation availability. So even if there was no walk-ups, you could still make a reservation or depending on how that worked out. So like you didn't have to go through to try and make a reservation to see that there were none left or have to try and select something and then say, oh, you know what I mean? Like it just, that piece seemed more user-friendly. I appreciated that, but I just don't like change. Not used to it yet. I don't like it yet. Also in this app is a personalized daily itinerary creator. It updates as plans change, offers forecasted wait times and suggestions inspired by your interests. The app did this before anyway. You just clicked on the wait times and you got the forecasted wait times. You clicked on like my plans and it showed you by your day any reservations or when fast passes were a thing that was there and it updated as plans changed.
Yeah, but this is but this kind of tells you when to go. It's a little different. If you want to ride Space Mountain, it'll tell you blah, blah, blah. This is the best time to go is now if you want to do a standby line.
Yeah, but how accurate is that ever going to be?
I don't know. The wait times are never accurate anyway, so I don't know.
Someone posted on in a group that the posted time for Pirates was 65 minutes. The actual wait time was 25. And they listed like 6 or 7 different rides, the posted time versus the actual time. And it's annoying because I'm sure that dissuades people from going in those lines.
That's what they want. They want to move you around the park. So I don't know. Go ahead.
And the third thing they're super proud of, and this is right in the app description. When you go into the app store, these are like the bulleted points. My favorite is the opportunity to learn how to purchase the Genie Plus service. So before I continue,
That's good. That's a good one.
You're just learning how to purchase it. You can't actually purchase it, but you can learn how to purchase
Well,
it.
It's so you know, because you got to make you got to make those things at 7 a.m.
Right. But why can't I just purchase it through this app? Why do I only have the opportunity to learn how?
You can purchase it.
Oh, according to their app description, you're just learning how to purchase
No,
it.
you can, because I went to, what did I do?
This guy bought it already.
I like looked
would-
around it too, and you can see how to do it, but I'm just like, why would you
Oh,
not?
because as long as you have a reservation and everything, you can purchase it ahead of time.
Right. So this Genie Plus service includes the ability to book your lightning lane selections, so one at a time throughout the day. You only get 2. Access to a special collection of PhotoPass lenses, which I did. I hate you. I did take a look at that, and I tried to apply it just to be a doofus, just to be a doofus, Tim. And you did have to have previously purchased. So it's not just like a Snapchat filter you can run. You did have to purchase the Genie Plus to get it. And then audio tales you can listen to at your leisure.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm like, oh, so like a podcast of stories. Maybe
So-
we should do story times and audiobooks. And
Let's
we
get to
can-
the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So I do have photo shots of the walkthrough that I got when I downloaded the app and then opened it for the first time. I can post those up on our Facebook page. And I always think, oh, I took screenshots. I'll put them on the Facebook page. And then I never remember to post them. So please, if it's something that you're interested in, and I said I would post it to the face, just post a comment on our group. And then I get the notifications and I go, oh, right, I'm an idiot. And I can post them. But I will try my hardest to remember to do this one on my own because it will be, well, it's live right now, but it's officially being released. So what's today? Thursday, Saturday, right?
What's that? The news?
Indeed.
No, this will be out on tomorrow. Available for download on iTunes tomorrow, Friday, October 22nd.
Yes. All right. So I will try my best to remember to do that tomorrow. If I don't, and that's something you're interested in peeking at, just throw something on the wall and be like, hey, can you put that on? I didn't get a chance to see it. But
Yep. Let's get to the real meat of this meal right now.
go ahead, Tim.
Let's talk about the upcharges. Let's talk about the $15 it costs to get the Genie and how you can only get one ride at a time. That doesn't even guarantee you all the rides because things like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Rise of the Resistance and $9 a person. Here's a good one, a particular one specifically that got me $9 a person to ride Frozen Ever After. Family of 4, which I think some of us can relate to. You guys.
Not for $9 a person.
$36 plus tax to ride Frozen Ever After.
No thanks.
Well, to skip the line for Frozen Ever After.
No thanks.
I think that if one were to spend $15 to ride Rise of the Resistance, although still not a value, I could see it being an easier pill to swallow because it is a pretty good experience and some pretty long experience for the most part.
Mhm.
But a 3-minute does Frozen Ever After even clock in at 3 minutes?
So you're paying $3 per potential minute on that ride.
Yeah,
You
that's
see,
an underwhelming experience for that price.
And that's for something that has no cast member performance. And I'm not saying like the people who, load and unload and all that and maintenance. And I'm talking about like Rise of Resistance has actual, spoiler alert, if you've never been, cast member participation as part of the ride and attraction.
I like last week I said, I mean, I know this is the extra thing, but I won't purchase this for Epcot or for Animal Kingdom.
No, not at all. Yeah,
Which I will save. I guess I'll save the $15 a day then. So then that, I mean, by some miracle that the park is outrageous that day and you don't pick, it won't be as bad if you do want to ride Flight of Passage. I'm not spending the $15, so I'll just spend to ride that. And so I don't know. It's just,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
either.
In the whatever, like what I've been watching this week, it doesn't seem like it's made normal wait times outrageous.
No, it's been decent.
So I mean, when I go and check on, it's like I would feel perfectly comfortable just waiting in line. It's not that big of a deal.
Are the lines low because the lull of like the initial rush for the 50th is over? So the 50th started on the 1st. They released
I don't know.
August, the big release of the first wave. Because let's be real, this is not it for the merchandise for the 50th. They have more coming
Yes,
out.
but I mean, even when they had free fast passes, yes, lines got longer, but I mean, it's nothing different. It's not. You waited in those. I mean, you got your fast passes, but the regular standby lines still aren't.
Yeah.
Different than they used to be.
For like no good reason, like people are putting online that they are, then the lines are even lower.
I mean, I would probably buy the $15 Genie for the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, you'll get
in Hollywood.
You'll get your value definitely out of the Magic Kingdom if you I think you can do it. Whatever you make I know when you make your first pick, if you make Space Mountain at 9:00, but it's not available till noon, after 2 hours, you can make another.
Yeah, I read that. So
I mean, at least every 2 hours you can get something.
They're saying they're probably going to fix that though.
I think they have to keep it though, because how is it fair if you're paying $15 and you can't use your first one till 1:00 in the afternoon?
And then you have to wait.
And you have to wait till after that to get another one. So I think they might keep it like that, because I think that's how Max Pass was. You made a thing, and then if after so many hours, you could make another one if you didn't get to. So that seems, but I mean, it works for Magic Kingdom because there's enough.
You're gonna have to be savvy. So basically, get into Magic Kingdom and whatever the closest.
There's enough attractions too.
Yeah. So like whatever one you want to do, like you have a list of like 10 things you definitely want to do that are all tiered in that $15 tier. You take the earliest one and then just kind of work your way through the day like that.
Then even Hollywood Studios, you use it at Hollywood has a good amount too. But then you can always jump to Epcot real quick if you want to. I mean, whatever. Something opened up. Soarin' opened up. That's not one you got to pay for, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
But so
I
whatever.
think it's probably just Ratatouille. It's probably just Ratatouille and Frozen maybe right now.
Yes.
Whatever, you can just jump over. I mean, at least you pay the $15. It's for both, whatever park you go. It's for the whole thing. Every park, if you have the hopper, so you can get a little. If you want to try to rush and do Animal Kingdom, buy it and then jump somewhere, like you jump over to Epcot where it's open later, you could probably get a little value out of that. But you got to be willing to work for it. Where Magic Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, I think is the only one that. I mean, maybe Hollywood. Just be like I said. What are the two at Hollywood?
Rise of Resistance.
And what was it? Is it
Slinky Dog?
I think Slinky.
So I mean, you still get a value. I mean, you got Tower Terry, you got Rock and Roller Coaster, you still got Toy Story. I mean, you still got a couple you can get.
I know what you're saying, and I'm not totally disagreeing, but I just hate the fact that it was free a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said before we started streaming and recording everything, I'm curious that if COVID, like the What If series, what if COVID, I won't say never happened because whatever, but what if COVID did not cause the parks to close and Disney didn't have this convenient world pandemic to blame everything on? Oh, we were closed. We need to make up the money. We're just looking out for our stockholders, shareholders.
Mm. I don't know.
It would have come because it was people liked Max Pass over in Disneyland. People actually liked but the only thing with that too is you still had the conventional way of getting fast passes over there still for free, but people liked paying the extra money
People
Because
like
the-
that.
Well, because they could get
What do
their
you
value.
do?
No, they could get their value out of it. And the only other thing too was you got photo pass for the day for whatever it was, $15 at first, and then it was 20. But so you still got value out of that. This, I mean, you don't get the photo pass out of it too.
Now, what's photo pass for just the average Joe Schmo? Like we talked about for the new pass holders.
I think it's like $70 a day. If you just want it for the day, I think it's like $70. But I think you can still purchase the thing like we used to do, where it was 100 and if you pre-purchase, it was like $179 for the whole for your duration of trip, or it was $200 when you get to the park. I think you can still.
Because people who just go here and there, like locals are getting the short end of the stick for sure.
Oh, you can add it to your annual pass for
Now, how about this?
$100.
You keep the old fast pass system, and then you slap a price on every ride, optional price. So you can get 3 fast passes a day, and that's it. You can't get any more than that. So you change the whole part where you get one at a time after, and then you
Okay.
slap prices on every single ride. So if you wanted to really jump to the ride right on the money, you could literally show up, slide your debit card in, and pay.
Magic Band. They're still selling Magic Bands.
Whatever, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that would be better.
And you
Yeah.
know what? People pay for their entire, like we go to Food and Wine, we put money, or Drink on the Roll Chickies, we put money on a gift card. And
That's what we do. I
vouch
would
through.
feel less forced.
Because I know what
If there was
rides
just
I
an
want
option.
to ride.
Yeah.
I pay for that ahead of time, and then it's just like cashing in those vouchers. I don't think I would hate that actually, Tim.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it'd be hard to organize. I just hate the fact that to even get in the game, basically to even get into the game, you got to spend $15 a person.
On
Mhm.
top of everything else we packed up.
But then I see like Rise of the Resistance with a 95-minute wait time the other day, and I think to myself,
What a wonderful love.
and and I think that, I know I make the joke to annoy Johnny a little bit, but seriously though, I am kind of willing to just wait for that. Like that ride, I think I would do 90 to save the $45 it would cost me. I'd probably just wait the 95 minutes. It's enough
Yeah.
queue time and decent enough queue to where if that was only 95 minutes for the most part, I think it's worth it. I think that's an okay 95-minute wait.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be common because I've been saying this for a long time in the show that I don't think there's going to be as an overwhelming demand for that ride as they think it is going to be. I mean, people are going to want to do it, but it's not going to be like 300 minutes.
And it's not like, even with Remy's Ratatouille, yeah, it's the newest park. I mean, it's the newest ride in that park, but it's been open for over a year and a half now. People have experienced it. It's not.
Oh yeah, they didn't. Yeah, because they didn't do anything to update it. They just
It was just.
they
closed.
just
It's been longer than a year and a half.
yeah, they just did the same thing they have in Paris. So it's just new. Yeah, like you said, it's just new to us, but it's not new technology. So
I don't think I could be less excited about a new ride.
no, I mean I
want to ride it, but
just to ride it to yeah. But
I was
mean
talking about Rise, but yes, it also applies to Remy's. I don't.
oh,
It's a new
okay, you
ride.
confused me there for a second. All right, yep.
I think I confused myself too. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I also don't see that crazy long wait for Remy's either.
Oh, Johnny, I think the other one. No,
Multiversal.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yep.
But you
Yeah,
know,
so yeah,
Mickey and Minnie's is-
Slinky's on that too. Okay.
Mickey
Yeah.
and Minnie's just keeps getting overlooked. It's the best. It's the best new ride they have there.
We're sleeping
Mhm.
on it. Please
All right.
don't take this as an opportunity to then now go check it out and inflate the ride.
For the general interest of everyone,
Yes.
no specific interest. Mickey and Minnie's is the best ride in Disney right now. For like the broad spectrum of Disney.
Yeah.
I say
so
that
you're
because Rise is very specific to Star
specific
Wars.
to Star Wars fans.
This is-
Yes.
For a wide family variety ride, it's the best thing going.
Mickey and
Yeah.
Minnie is, I would say, the epitome of what people expect out of going to Disney.
Yeah, it's very good.
If you're not a Disney obsessed family, if you don't have Haunted Mansion wallpaper or shower curtains or an entire wall of Funko Pops, Pop Funko, whatever they're called, that's what you expect to see
Baby
at
Yoda.
Disney.
Yeah.
Is a Mickey Mouse ride, an original idea, cool
It's a good one.
technology.
I wish we would get more of those types of rides. Like the classic Disney dock ride turned modern.
Mhm.
is what it is, right? And it's so well done. But it doesn't get like a ton of hype. I don't think. But I
No,
think it's worth it.
because it's in the same park as Rise, so it loses it a little bit. Even
Yeah. And then when I was there in May, I had like no wait times.
Mhm.
I remember I went there like 2 hours before the park closed because I was going to do it the next day. But I was like, let's see if I can squeeze it in before the day's done. I get there, I'm like, it's not even a challenge. It was a 15-minute wait time, and it literally only took me 8 minutes to get on it.
Not even a chance.
So, and then we went on it. I remember I'll being like, that was really good.
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
and then we did it the next day in the middle of the day because we're there again because of the reservation system. And I think we still only waited like, it seemed like it was going to be an eternity, but it was like 30 minutes.
Like
Because
that line,
the line was all
long.
COVID out, but yeah.
Yeah. the queue itself is pretty lengthy, but it pretty much, and that's the same with all the big rides, really. It's got this massively long queue and then it slowly just goes. It's
I
not
guess
like you're there, and then you go a step and you stop again.
I guess time will just tell. Like, is this going to hammer the people that want to spend less money, or is this going to be good for them and the people that want to spend more money?
I'm wondering if like it will help people budget better because they know ahead of time instead of like freaking out about it and not knowing until they get to the park.
Because you get the people that go all the time and they see this and they have a true understanding of like what value they used to have versus the value they're going to get now, and they're like us, and they're a little annoyed. No matter what you want to say, is a little annoying. And but then you get like the people that are just coming in on their vacation, which is tons of them, and they're just going to see that as part of their vacation. So they're going to go on a Disney site. Everything's new to them. They're going to be like, oh, this is what you got to do it all. And they're going to have all that stuff. But is that going to free up the regular queue? Like, if every queue was an average of 30 minutes, would that be a rough day? I guess not. It wouldn't be so bad.
No.
No.
And like Johnny said, if you really hack it down to eliminating Animal Kingdom and Epcot, because it kind of unnecessary. I mean, Animal Kingdom, you could, I guess, make the argument if you really want to get on Pandora, that might be the best option, but I don't know what that will look like wait time wise. But other than that, there's not much going on there. Epcot, there's no ride worth paying for in my mind. I love Epcot. It's my favorite park, but at the same time, there's no ride worth paying for. It's just a bunch of good rides, right?
Mhm.
Especially when the prices start at what, $7?
Yeah, you're not gonna get hit hard in Live with the Land. You're not gonna
No.
get hit hard in Spaceship Earth, and I've already done 2 of my favorite rides there. Maybe I wait 30 or 45 minutes for Soarin', but it's one time for the day, so whatever. Imagination, meh. Now you're down to Ratatouille and Frozen, and then the Grand Fiesta Tour
The test track.
and test. All right. So
Feeling brave? Are we mission spacing?
what's gonna
No.
happen with, I guess Cosmic Rewind's gonna change the game a little, maybe.
That I could see
Oh.
having a wait, but not anything.
Yeah, but that'll just change to you'll pay for that in Frozen.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is if you
Oh,
don't
for-
have the if you don't have the pass,
If you don't have the pass.
checking that out might be a little rough. But I've always been in the mindset that if it's a brand new ride, especially like when Avatar first opened, when it's a brand new ride, I'll wait 200 minutes. The one time if I went all the way down there and it's brand new, like it's
Maybe
gonna be
if you don't
200
have
minutes away,
your
I'll just
kids
do
with
it. Huh?
Yeah, and then now
Maybe if you don't have your kids with you, I don't want to wait 200 minutes in a line with 2 kids in Florida heat.
yeah, but now with this you have the option.
True.
It's your first time down there. You'll probably just pay for it anyway. I want to go on it. I'll pay for it. You'll pay the $15, and
Well, you're gonna pay 60 to get the Genie thing first, and then you're gonna pay the other.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah,
you don't
then
have to. You don't have to buy the Genie to pay for the lightning lanes. You can just buy the lightning lanes.
Oh, I thought you had to have the Genie first.
No, not for those. If you
That's
just want
the
the lightning
only-
lane, you just pay for the lightning lane.
There's one part I misunderstood then.
So if you want the
You want to
Genie
ride?
Plus,
Yeah.
just Genie Plus. If you want Lightning Lane, you can do just Lightning Lane.
Well, that was explained not right to me then. That's the case.
I did a poor job at the news then. Sorry, Tim.
No. That was another thing I watched.
Yeah, so you don't have to pay you don't have to pay an extra 15 on top of the 15 for that. You just pay the 15.
That's what I was surprised at, is you're already paying 15 for Genie Plus. I was surprised that Disney didn't make it a prerequisite. You had to have the Genie Plus before being able.
I thought I was under the impression you did.
Surprised you learned something new.
No, I mean, that's a little better, to be
You're not
honest.
paying an extra 30 a person, especially for that family of 4 or more.
So now, well, that isn't. Huh.
Formulate your thought first.
Well, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, do you even buy the Genie? All right, so you guys buy the Genie at $60, or you could just pick 2 main rides and pay and pay close to $60 just to make sure you get on the 2 ones you really want to go on. The other ones are all probably manageable.
Yeah.
That would be the best way to approach it. So if you went to Hollywood, you pay for like Rise and then maybe McGee and Minnie or something, like theoretically. Although, like I said, with 90, if Rise is hovering 90 minutes or less, I don't even wait for it. Probably. Because in the grand scheme of things, you're just going to be wasting time other places. Micro waste, like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes is going to add up tonight. It's just get in line.
Mhm.
Save yourself $60 plus tax. Mickey and Minnie's I saw was like, I think it was $7, maybe. Maybe it was 9.
I think I saw it was 9. I mean, we could have been looking different days too.
No, it might have been 9.
Depends on the day.
One thing I will say is at least I can pay for Rise now and get on it without dealing with nonsense. So
Which
this
is what we said for a while.
so this eliminates virtual queues at least.
Yeah.
Which in a sense is it can be looked at a different way, because if you go down there, like I use my our friend Scott as an example, because he's kind of like just an average, like, he likes to go to Disney here and there, but he would love to go do Star Wars, but he's not going to pay for a ticket if he can't get on Star Wars now. So if he were to buy a ticket and not get on Star Wars, and he basically wasted a day pass to try to get on Star Wars and not get what he wanted to do anyway.
Right.
So at least now he can just say, here's $15, boom, I can do it.
And then he could be a happy camper.
And then on the trips, like the trips you go without the kids, the value is better. Because once again, it's not so bad.
Right.
It's when you start getting those trips of 3, 4, 5 people, it's a little rough.
Right.
But it's a little bit better in my mind now that I know you don't have to buy. I know you had to buy the Genie, so that's not so bad.
The thing that like blows my mind about like these additional passes and stuff is you think about those big groups of people that go, and it's like 20 people, a family reunion, and they'll have the matching neon shirts. Someone has like a washcloth from the hotel on like a stick or something that they're holding up so everybody can find them. They all hold hands and like clothesline people in the parks. Like, are those people all buying this pass too? Because
Who knows?
it's not like you get a discount if you have 4 or more people. I mean, well, Disney, that's silly anyway, but it's not like you get a discount for buying in bulk.
You think pass holders would get some kind of discount on those things too?
Oh, I forgot to put in the news. Disney had sent out an email, and it was in a couple of the Facebook groups that I'm in, that they were giving annual pass holders, I don't remember, some kind of a discount on Tuesdays during Food and Wine Fest. It was like a 15% discount on food and select merchandise during Food and Wine, only on Tuesdays. Like, it had all these like super strangely specific like parameters that basically said, we want annual pass holders to come to the park on Tuesdays and buy stuff because they don't have people in the parks on that day. So to get people in, they put in this very oddly specific discount. I was like, wow, could they say, only if it's at 85% humidity?
They'll probably work.
Like,
That was the thing too. If you paid with a credit card, you'd get a discount too.
oh, that was part of it too. Yes. And if you pay cashless, that was part of it. Thank you for remembering that.
Gotcha. All right, enough of this. We've been on this news has gone 53 minutes. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. But we will see you on Sunday for a very hopefully lovely Halloween special, if you will. And
Should we wear costumes?
yes, I would encourage that.
Okay.
So
I'll be a mailman.
hey, whatever you want to do. Whatever
Oh,
you want to do. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Take care.